I'm Pete Coco, and on this episode of the Professional Photographer Podcast, we're talking about the Coco Trio, which are the three things that you need to do in order to improve your photography business. I've learned more about mindset and growing as a person probably in the last 5 years than I did in my whole life. So yes, the short answer is it never ends. There's always room for growth. And if you're not in that mindset for growth and expansion as a business person, as a photographer, as a human being, then generally that means that you're at the very best, you're stagnating, but usually what's happening is you're actually falling back in those areas. Every successful person I know, especially the like very monumentally successful people, they have a great mindset about things and they believe in themselves. Even when they fail, they take that in your mind. And this is why this applies not just to a beginner, but to someone like every day I work on this, understanding that you're on a journey to discover who you really are is a big part of it too. And but I can tell you for me, that was also a big thing is knowing that this is the way that I've been programmed and I have to reprogram it. So it takes time. Also a daily practice of meditating and being mindful and just giving yourself time, because the problem is our society is we're just plugged in all the time, and it's a real issue. And it's a problem I struggle with, which is having my phone connected to me and staring at it all day long. And I think this is a problem for us as small business owners too, because if I had my choice, I would just delete all social media. I don't want any of it, but it is a necessity if you run a small business. I get so much of my clientele through these social networks, and it's building my brand and all of that. So I really find that even just unplugging and reading, once you start changing that mindset and believing in yourself, then you're going to take those steps to make it a reality. So the minute that I started to believe, okay, I can do this, then I did so many things differently. Like I started to promote myself as a photographer. Like even that was a huge struggle at first, just especially because I was coming from another industry. Everyone in my sphere knew me as a musician and a music teacher. So just putting myself out there as a photographer at first was very difficult because you're always concerned about what people think. So the other thing is once you grow in your mindset, you care less about what others think. If you're trying to learn what these greats have done, then you're not comparing yourself to the guy across town who no one ever heard of. You're comparing yourself to the best in the industry.